Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Along with me is Jamar84 Tramel and giving you the real tea. And we are here for the third episode of Chasing Dallas season 4. And I think we have a whole lot to say this week about this particular episode. Now, the last week it was just me, T, and Jamar, but this week is Tramel, and he'll be doing not interviews. He'll be doing reviews with us for the rest of the season. I feel like he would be a good person for this because
I have nothing to say.
You a motherfucking liar. But anyway, first of all, before we even get into the episode, what y'all graded?
Ooh, shoot, A+.
Yeah, I give it A+.
A+.
It was an A++ for me, babe.
Oh, you get that.
Exactly, okay.
Yeah.
We already into the third episode. And Chasing Dallas this season of Chasing Dallas is already shaping up to be the best season that they ever had. I can only imagine what the reunion gonna be. What's AT?
I said, and DeAndre, you got your ass whooped, friend. All right. I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't care what none of your friends or your family say. It's gonna take somebody that ain't cool with you like that. That's gonna be keep it all the way real with you. You got done up, friend. You ran up to get done up. You and that punk ass sissy you was with. I just want to add that bitch in there too.
We ain't even got there yet.
We gotta do the other scenes
That
first.
was on my heart.
We gotta do the other scenes first, baby.
I want to go back because I don't feel like
I had
they
to
heard
get
me.
that off.
This was the best show ever for
was.
Dallas.
It was. Okay.
It's different.
Very. So we're gonna start this off with them at Party City. Okay, and that's the first scene at Party City, which was hilarious to me. I'm like, not Party City. That's what I said in the comments, not Party City. But we at the Party City, and it's Trey and DeAndre. They start talking about the guest list first, and they going back and forth about whether or not Kesey is invited or whether Kesey is disinvited. Trey feels like Kesey should still be invited regardless of what DeAndre say, because he feel like Kesey has been in the group long before DeAndre even came around, which he kind of was. I mean, Kesey was on the last season of Chasing Dallas, popping up here and there. He wasn't like a cast member, but we saw him. They was talking about Jet Jeff needing a rap, Sean not a fashion blogger, Kesey on timeout, and DeAndre looking Kiki up, and DeAndre with a surprise +1. Now that sums up the scene. So what are y'all opinions on this scene?
Trey Howard is so messy. Trey, you are a messy bitch. I have to live for it. Baby, this scene is gonna be getting stirred by Trey and the spoon, honey, because he
giving Sheree.
He said something about Kesey and Dior kissing
for the second time. He just
like
keeps going out there
the whole episode. But I feel like he said, did he say it in that scene too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I live for it.
He said, you know they kissing. I'm like, girl.
One thing though, DeAndre, and I ain't trying to ride your pussy that's made of clay, friend. I'm not. I'm just saying.
Sorry.
You sitting over here throwing all of this shade about somebody's fashions when you got the damn when you got the damn Yoshi Islands flowers all over that damn sweater that you had on. Like that was really throwing me. I said, now don't get me wrong. Sean really need to stick to doing what he doing too, and it's no shade to her, but with that tablecloth that she was had draped over her doing her damn professional, no shade.
Not tablecloth.
No shade. All right, no shade, but it just be the dry shade that doesn't hit them. Like all of the shade, unnecessary shade that he was throwing. Like what is it, friend? Do you want to be the villain? You want to be the king of more?
That's what it sounds like he's trying to give. And I saw like maybe 5 folks in the comments, including Aaron Wiles out. Shout out to you, bitch. But he was one of the people in the chat that was going up for DeAndre. And I just feel like anybody that goes up for DeAndre is a messy punk. That's just my fucking opinion. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord.
That's just what I think.
That a mess around.
Because who could go up for somebody like that?
I feel like he's doing his job, child. He said somebody got to be the bitch, and it's gonna be me.
But it's like if you're gonna do that, let it feel like natural, not like you gonna take
Right.
this
I think it's best when it's not natural.
inconvenience.
I feel like it's best when it's not natural, because then it's like, bitch, I just really don't have no reason to like you, because you ain't even doing this on purpose. You doing this on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even natural. It's just like,
Right.
you are here for me to not like you, and I love that.
I mean, she's fine with it. She's here for it.
I mean, he doing his job as a villain. I mean, he's giving a bit of a Marlo T. You know.
Well, I hope you're not a scammer like her, and you run around here trying to get buildings to bring the girls in. Since Scotty said that you remind him of MasterCard Marlo, you kind of do get them teased too. No shade, friend, but you do.
Do y'all think that DeAndre is pressed about Kesey?
I think he in love with that man. He
I'm-
loves that
he's
man.
doing a
He
lot of
wanted
interviews with
a
somebody
good
else.
old piece, because you would not be that mad because somebody else said that you was a fan of this man. I don't understand that. Where did that come from?
Because
You gonna block this man because somebody else said that you was a fan of him?
yeah,
Like, what
my
did he
point
do to you?
exactly. My point exactly. Somebody else.
and that's what everybody kept saying. Like, why aren't you mad at Dior? Dior's the
Right, I
one
don't get it.
He trying to size up the competition, bitch. He's like, I heard they was kissing, so I need to know what this bitch got to get my man.
It was something. It was very much, back and forth type of deal. Like, girl, you wanted her, she didn't want you. Let it go.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he really like dragging it like a sack of potatoes. Like he just dragging the shit, and it's just like, what's the tea? Like, you mad because he didn't want to talk to you, or is it the fan remark? Because if it's the fan remark, be mad at Dior because Dior called you the fan. Ain't no need for you to be mad at Kesey. But I feel like
Playing devil's advocate.
oh Lord,
Maybe he feels a way about Kesey saying it because he did like Kesey, or at least wanted Kesey to slam her.
but Kesey didn't say it.
I mean, but I'm saying because Kesey
He
probably
embarrassed.
like laughed or cackled or whatever the case may be, that probably made him feel away. He probably felt embarrassed, shame. You know what I mean?
I mean,
So
I
he
would
probably
feel
took it a little
embarrassed
bit
too
more.
if I was sitting on a dude lap and they told me that I was being a fan.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then his dick didn't even get hard. So he did not want you, sir. So it's
Wait,
like,
hold on.
I feel it, friend.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm talking about something he ain't feel nothing. I know, because you don't turn him on, friend. That had I sat on that lap.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, Scotty, no. See? Mm-hmm.
Well, the next thing is Sean and Jet at this restaurant, and child, I guess they were trying to discuss their issues, but Sean came out the gate insulting Jet Jeff. Any thoughts on that? Because I just felt like Sean just wanted to come in and read.
Okay. Now listen. I love each and every one of y'all. I swear I do. But it's something about the way that Sean been doing these confessionals. For some reason, he sounds like a robot to me, and I'm just like, why he talking like that? I don't know, but it's just seemed like Sean, like you said, has all this back and forth with Jeff about the fashion blogger, and then he came to his photo shoot. He wasn't wearing no fashions. But it felt like Jeff was trying to be like, look, I felt like we said what we want to say, but I'm trying to come, with some peace. And he just kept reading her. I'm like, girl, you just don't like that woman.
Mm-mm.
I did like how Jeff was, deflecting all of it. He's like, well, I'm sorry. It was really giving like, girl, I really don't have time for you. They really just set me up to sit here with you. And I just really don't have the time, the energy, nor the gumption to argue with you because I don't really see it for you like that. But, we cool. We could be girl. We can move around each other. It's all good. That's what it seemed like to me. Just set up for them to talk about some stuff that Jeff didn't care about.
Because he really didn't care.
He really
Like,
didn't care.
that's
He
the
was
way it came
apologizing
across
so
to me.
quick. Like, girl, let's just go because I'm ready to go eat for real with somebody I really want to sit with.
Seriously, it's good God Almighty. But why do you? I'm not even gonna say that because you might have something going on with your skin, baby. Because if you look at mighty ashy and dry and delayed and unkept and malnourished, misused, abused. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure somebody else done brought it up. But if it's something medically going on, sis, get me together in the comments because I don't want to gag your reptilian skin until I know for sure what's going on. I assume.
Well, all right.
Sort of a disclaimer for TS.
Listen.
It's all game. Do not get it unless anything I say about y'all is the truth. Do not feel away because y'all don't know me and I don't know y'all. So nothing I say should bother y'all because y'all don't know me and I don't know y'all. I'm just gagged.
Child. Okay. So, because you have to let them know at the end of the day, this is not that deep. Don't get all up in your feelings about it because the people would get in their feelings and hopping deep.
Oh, they have no choice, especially when they new now. We gotta watch when you talk about the new people that just got inducted.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's gonna be
problematic.
I read that gag got roast. All right, no shade.
I like how they made up at the end of the scene, and I was so glad that it happened because it was very very much needed for them to just move past this because the back and forth between them two was just really not hitting for me, honestly.
I do have a question now. What side of the fence are y'all on when it came to people criticizing Jet for not wanting to rap like on the spot? Like if you feel like somebody's a rapper, a singer, or something of the sort, do you feel like they should be able to do it right there on the spot?
Speaking as an artist, I would say I think I feel like his what he wanted was what he was trying to portray was that girl, y'all ain't paying me. And what he meant by that, and I think people are missing it, is girl, you really don't care to hear me rap. You just trying to make fun of me because I don't really know you like that, and you acting like you ain't never heard of me and stuff like that. So are you really asking me because you really want to hear my stuff, or you just want to try to make fun of me later? So like, why am I gonna put on a show like a monkey for you when I don't even know if you really support me like that, and you probably really ain't even rocking with me like that. So I know where the energy is coming from. It's like, girl, do you really want to hear me sing or rap, or are you just trying to play in my face later?
I mean, shit. I guess if I felt like I was that bitch, I'm like, it don't matter because I know I'm gonna slay. Like, what can you say?
That part too.
It's like, boom.
It could go either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be you trying to be shady and you trying to embarrass me in front of people. We don't even know each other like that. Or, bitch, I'm good at what I do. So yes, I get my ass up and rap for you. But it could go either way. That's what I take from it. It could go either way. But at the same time, you can't judge somebody about their rapping, but then you don't want nobody to judge you about your fashion blog. And people look at the shit you got on, and then they turn around and say, well, how the fuck you a fashion blog and you got on the damn dish rag? So it's like, and that ain't me saying it. There's people in the chat that be saying it.
But you said it.
He do get the dish rags from Walmart, don't he?
I'm just saying what the people be saying. That's all. But anyway, let me get into Astro, his mama, and his brother. I love that.
That was so sweet.
I love that scene.
That was my favorite scene.
The mama was funny. The mama was funny. Also, parents in reality TV shows like this don't really know how to act in front of the camera. Like, they usually real shy and scared to say anything. But girl, she was in the scene. She was in everything. I live for it.
And so was messy, shady ass brother. I was down for it too.
That was shading each other.
That's what friends and family do. That's just what we do.
You would know, wouldn't you?
Yes, I am the victim of your shade all the time.
Bitch, please. Don't even start it. Don't even start with that. Don't even start with that. Talking about you the victim. Bitch.
Hey, look, bitch. Just
So we finna get up here and lie today.
Lord, I just ask for deliverance.
You are full of shit. It's sad. At least Terrence owns up to his shade he throw at me. You can't even own up to it.
Listen, I am innocent of all crimes.
Okay. Tremere don't throw no shade. He just say what he gotta say.
I don't even say what I gotta say.
Oh, yes, you do. You said it before we came on here.
Girl, we ain't talking about that. You know we don't do this in public.
But
Girl,
yeah,
please.
everything that they talked about, like their whole dynamic, the whole, I related to that whole, living in a hotel situation because I've been through that with my folks. It wasn't even that long ago, so I've been through that with my people. The whole, it was crazy hearing him talk about his life and how he grew up in Memphis and how he joined gangs and shit to be protected. And I had this conversation with somebody at work one time, and I was basically saying, I feel like I said to her, I said, as a gay man working here, I feel like I have to be tough because I am gay. And a lot of the times these guys that we work with, they all, these little macho guys that work with us, they feel like they can punk us because we gay. They already refer to a lot of us as punks anyway, not as gay guys, but the first thing they want to say is, oh, that punk. And I'm just here to let you know that I ain't no fucking punk. So I said, it's not that I think I'm bad or I think I'm hard. I just feel like a lot of the times I have to be a little bit more rough around the edges because I am gay, in the workplace. So it's kind of like when I hear him say that, I'm like, I think a lot of us have felt that way before, like not necessarily needing to be protected, but have to be a little bit more tough because of who we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
That's what I took from that. Even when he was talking about his struggles with music and how sometimes he want to give up on music sometimes. And Tremel, being that you are a musician once again, do you ever feel that way?
All the time. It's like it's hard to be an artist, especially when you feel like people don't support you and stuff like that, and you are really trying to just like make something out of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you just probably might not be seeing the results that you think you should see. I mean, we all have high expectations of ourselves, more so than anybody else. And somebody might be like, oh, bitch, you doing real good. And you might be looking at yourself like, nah, I ain't making the money I need to make, and I'm struggling through this motherfucker. So it's kind of like, why am I still doing this to myself when I could really be, doing something else? So trying to stick with music, I respect him. Like getting your feelings out.
How about this? We can take it further than music. Let's just say as creators, because everybody up here are creators. So just like you said, you have wanted to give up on your music. And I'm one of the main people that be like, oh, bitch, I love this song. Or every time you put out a project, I'm always telling you how great it is and all this other stuff. And you be like, oh, girl. I'm like,
you can't be hype about it too much because, baby, you be like, oh, I ain't sitting with Beyonce yet, so I ain't even made it.
Right. Like even with me, for example, I be talking about how I want to do this, I want to do that, and then people just look at the number of subscribers that you got and feel like, well, you should be happy you got 40,000 subscribers. I still don't feel like I'm doing nothing. Like I still don't feel like I've done enough. I just sit up here and interview Candy and all that other shit, and I still feel like that was hot. Okay, I want to do some more shit. I don't want to just be stuck in one place. So it'd be like a lot of the times we are our own worst critic because a lot of people look at it and be like, we doing so good, but in our own minds, we really don't feel like we doing shit. We feel a lot of the times we feel like we're stuck. A lot of the times when we don't get the results that we want to get, we kind of be ready to give up on the shit, or we'll be like, okay, I'm not getting what I want to get. I need to stop, or I need to give it up, or whatever. Because there was a time where I wanted to give up on this shit, but
I gotta add this extra point in because on the other side, this is why I say, because everybody here is a creator, you have to get so much enjoyment from doing it. You could not get any sort of reward for it, and that's okay.
Yeah,
because as a creator, there's going to be a long period of time. Not everybody's time is the same. Very important. Not everybody's time is the same. Where you doing it and ain't nobody watching, ain't nobody listening, nobody supporting, all of that. But you enjoy it so much that even though we get to those points where I don't want to do this, just because it gives me something, it's fun, I get something from it, I'm going to do it anyway. And that's the, fortitude that you need to make it to where those people say that you've made it. They all have that same thing in common. So it ain't for the weak.
It's not. Because even the prelude, for example, when we do that show, we do it because we want to do it. We do it because we love to do it. We do it because we love to talk to people. With that being a show on my channel, that show don't even get the same views as A Boys Night Out, or it don't get the same views as a roaster review or another panel show that I do. It don't, and we're aware of that because we know that. Jamar had to explain it to me. He said it's a niche type of thing because it's about this type of stuff. And then I think about it, I'm like, well, my audience are a bunch of straight women over the age of 25. They don't fucking watch Chasing and all this other shit. They don't watch this. It's only a handful that probably do. So, and then we continued to do it to the point where we got to interview Candy. We got to interview, girls on those reality shows and on those reality shows on TV. Like, we got to do that. We were able to do that. So we didn't give up on it because, well, that interview didn't get that many views or, whatever. But we don't never focus on the numbers when we doing that. It's just like
It'll come
when it wants to.
But what I do hate though, and I don't know if it's just me, but like even what you're saying, it's got to be like, something that you love and stuff like that. Now that would be considered what that word is, a hobby. I hate it when people say that music or content creating, oh, that's just your hobby, huh?
No, it's not.
Like, don't do that. Like, we don't do that.
Mm-mm.
We say a passion project, maybe something like that, but don't say, oh, you sing for a hobby, or you do YouTube and YouTube content for a hobby, huh? This is.
And when I tell them I get paid to do it, then they think about it.
Right.
And then like, oh, you get a couple dollars here and there, and then you show them a couple thousand.
It's a hobby, all right.
Then they want to. Yeah,
well, how can I get on YouTube then? It ain't for you.
Right. Anyway,
it ain't for you.
That's a trait that Astro shared in his scene because he talked about how much music helped him get through this whole, being LGBT in a primarily, I'm sure, hood ass place in Memphis. So, but Astro can rap. Now that one right there got some talent.
He do.
Talented. I love him.
Yes, I do too.
Even not even just as a rapper, just as a personality. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But with that personality
too, like he was just like, girl, what is it again?
But with that personality, people will want to support him. He's likable. He's relatable. People will buy into that.
He has common sense.
Yeah, he does. Mm-hmm. So it works. So the next scene is this little dinner scene with Robert, Dior, Astro, Kiki, Keezy, and Tedley. They are discussing the happenings of Robert's party. Tedley explained his issue with DeAndre, or the issue that DeAndre got with him. Then Tedley also brought the girls up to speed on what happened with Sean and Jet. And then Robert explains his thing with Oliver, and then they start talking about the pool party and how Kesey was uninvited and the color scheme. Any thoughts on this scene here?
Robert Ray ate that. That was so funny how he rolled Oliver up real quick.
And
said,
I will say,
what you gonna do about it? Like, shut the fuck up.
I saw some people in the comments that was talking about how a couple of them was disrespectful for not wearing the colors that was assigned to them. I'm sorry. Fuck that bitch. I'm on their side. Because normally all of the color parties I've been to, the people got to pick their own damn colors. I ain't never been the one where I got, and then it was shady, like much like how it was with Ted. So it's like, come on. Like the whole thing was just supposed to be a shade fest and a jump fest too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You put that man in sequence. Who wears that?
Yeah, like
a platter.
I wouldn't have worn no sequence, baby. I'm sorry. I couldn't help you with that. I was like, I ain't even got that in. Somebody else to do it.
Tedley made it work though. I couldn't get mad.
He did. And I will say this, Tedley, like, he was a good sport. I think I said that in the comments. I was like, he was a good sport for doing that. And you look good too, young man.
Yeah.
He did now. That's one thing I can't. But Tedley take a lot of this shit and just keep it pushing. Like, he really don't take it personal at all. which I can appreciate that about him. He don't take none of this shit personal.
Right. It's very much. I don't have a problem with them. They have a problem with me.
Right.
I have 300. What do you say? He got 300 properties demanded. She's like, I don't have time for you.
So
Okay.
do y'all think that Dior and Kesey and Tetley, do y'all feel like they were being disrespectful or disobedient or shady for not coming in the colors?
Child,
I don't think nobody really came in the colors except for Kiki, right? Kiki and maybe
Tetley, I guess.
Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's Trey Howard and DeAndre that's throwing this. Trey already know what this is about to give, and DeAndre is just.
I don't know why she decided to have that.
DeAndre don't have a problem with you no matter what, so
Mm-hmm.
it don't matter what you do.
I'm on your side, Tramil. I don't know why he.
Why would you have it at your house?
Why would you have it with you?
Not I said the cat. Ain't no way he would have had it. They would have had it at my house.
It's like he was doing that at the, most people have the what's that thing in the front of the apartment buildings called that people use, Clubhouse or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They don't play about that if they get messed up. That's a
They
fine
sure
for your ass. I ain't paying that. Hell no. I would have got mad too.
Right. Not in my house. We ain't even made it there yet. Okay. So next scene is Jet, Astro, and Kesey. They was up in there recording that song. I was like, okay.
It was a cute song. I liked it. It was a real cute song.
Look, no shade. And in this instance, for sure, I said Kesey ate y'all. Kesey ate y'all up. No shade.
They both
Astro gave the cute second place. She was a great second place, but Kesey ate y'all up.
He did.
He came in there like a man. I was like, boy.
Okay, listen, had to.
Exactly.
Okay.
I was like, let me go collect my pen.
No.
You know, I met that young man.
As did I.
I met him at I was doing some street interviews back in the day, and he was actually one of the people that I interviewed, and he was like, I'm gonna be on Chasing Dallas season 2. I said, oh, that's cute, baby. Now answer this question for me. And he actually was on there. I thought he was just playing. But okay.
Is he much
like what you
finer
doing in
person?
Georgia if you're
Is
gonna
he
be on
much
Chasing
finer?
Dallas? They didn't make no sense, but
Is he much finer and chocolate in person?
Oh, he fine.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine.
Shout out to Kesey. We'll see you at the Prelude tomorrow night, babe.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
gonna be in the comments. Hello.
okay. Point blank, I'm about to be right there with bells on my toes, friend.
I'm gonna be screaming.
Y'all gonna be in there early.
I'll be screaming in all caps.
Oh my God. I'm gonna try not to look at them comments.
Oh, too late,
We're
baby.
gonna need to pre-record that.
I already got cussed out by him already today. Them bots on Instagram. I said, oh, Kesey, he doing his thing. And somebody said, get up off of my man, girl. I said, wait.
Nicole already came in my comments over when I posted on the Londi's picture.
Who did that?
Nicole.
Child, you know Nicole be every damn where. Child. Just a mess.
I can get in the full drag. We can go woman to woman.
Girl,
Okay,
that's illegal now.
So next up is Sean. Sean and Dior is up next. Sean was doing a photo shoot, I guess, for his fashion blog or whatever, and they was shut up, T. They was discussing Sean's beef with Jet, the pool party, and Sean saying that he not wearing the color that DeAndre set up for him. Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
Did Dior know? Did the Dior look at the call sheet?
Did he?
Did he look at the call sheet? Because he was like,
that outfit, them boots, Sean.
I just want to know, did Dior look at the call sheet? Because he was very confused in that scene. He was like, what you selling? He He asked that a couple
Jaguar
of times. Then he was
right, because
like,
that's
"What do
he
you
gave me.
do?"
Not Jaguar, right? No, you
He
didn't.
gave me Jaguar right,
Right.
yelling and screaming on IG because the man jumped it. That's what it gave. The whole outfit, the whole. I'm looking at it right now. Oh my God, Sean. And then
So
people in the comments was bragging on you too because they said Dior. They said Dior shades was real, and yours is fake. But you supposed to be the fashion blogger, girl. I died. Sean, the girls ain't featuring you, friend. They not. They was
They
eating you
not.
up in them comments.
he gave more of an explanation as to what he defines as a fashion blogger because he said it's different than being a fashion stylist. So he's he's one of the interviews like the designers and the stylists on the things. Now I'm trying to think like, is there anybody that we can think of that fills that role? Like, do y'all know anybody that does that? That's not like a fashionista.
I can't.
I
Because
can't even.
who interviews just like fashion people? Like those are usually like the magazines. Like is that his goal? Like to be a magazine? Because I can't imagine like what a blogger does with just fat. I don't know.
I can't.
We have to ask these questions.
I can't tell you, child. We'll
I,
have to ask
see,
him
I
next.
don't want to see. Somebody said, I think it was Aaron. Aaron Wildsout said in the comments, he was just like, "So, was this film like a month ago or something? Because his website still ain't, or his Instagram still ain't popping or something."
You know how things go. Damn it. Damn you, Aaron.
We're gonna have to ask him some questions if he decides to come to the prelude, child.
Sean,
Well,
you
I
can
wish
go.
him all the best, but he needs to start telling people what he do because Dior looked very confused.
He did look confused. No lies. He did look confused.
He was like, "What do you do? You dress people?" He said, "You dress people?" And he was like, "No, I just, And I was like, trying to get it, but I don't know. I don't know.
And do you read from a cue card or something? Because when you be in your confessional, Sean, it just be it free.
I told you he sounds like why he sound like a robot.
Yeah, like y'all look. Don't sit here and act like it ain't just me or Jamal. Don't you go off camera, bitch. All right, just you going off camera.
I'm following
I know
you, Tramel.
exactly.
Nah,
go.
bring your
You
asses
know
back.
exactly what we mean.
Jamar, turn it off.
Come on
No,
back up
stand
here.
in this with
Y'all,
me. Stand in this
come
with
on
me.
back up, y'all. Come on back up. Come on back to the podium. Come on back to the podium. Now
What I'm not gonna do is be reading somebody with a cut off shirt on with a halter top. Yeah. I ain't gonna be talking about no fashions in this moment because I'm not fashionable. I'm at my home. Just
and
so y'all
neither is
know.
she, but you see what she got going on, and we supposed to let her have it. So I mean, if she can have it, why can't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, no shade, but obviously, much like Dior. Dior's supposed to be busting somebody's head, but now he run around here talking about something he finna be pebbles, and all of them that want to manage this person and that person. So I mean, since we all doing that, I mean, is he not?
So I creep. Yeah.
Just keep it on the down low. Nobody
Okay.
supposed to know.
Hey. Because the people say quiet as it's kept, that's what Dior and Kesey got going on. But I ain't gonna say who. I ain't
Oh
gonna say
my
who.
God.
And they was all trying to figure that out. They kept asking them. Oh, and that reminds me because they Jeff asked Kesey in the studio. He said, so y'all got something going on. Kesey was like, "Bitch, mind your business."
I mean, it gave very much. Yes, we messing around, but that's none of your business.
Nah, it gave
That's my
Carisha.
business.
It gave Carisha, my man. Don't ask me about my man.
It did.
Because it was like we
It did.
and Dior are cool. We cool.
We cool. And that's all he needed to say.
Mm-hmm. I know what I'm
wanna be
cool.
a fly-
I know what we cool means.
That's all. I want to be a fly on the wall. That's all.
Okay, can I be cool with Dior too?
So next up, moving
You can
forward.
ask him tomorrow, ain't it? You gonna ask him that tomorrow? Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do for you, friend. I'm gonna be in the comments and I'm gonna ask him for you.
Jamar is gonna give me all the messy questions. I just want you to know that.
Listen, there's no such thing as a messy question.
Well, if that's the case, one of them need to be how big it is, how girthy it is, and do the girls complain? Can they take it? Do they be like, "Ooh, stop," or whatever the case may be? Since ain't no question a messy question. Since
Maybe,
Moving
we
forward,
putting that
moving
out there, let's
forward,
ask the
maybe
moving
he
question.
forward.
partakes in both. So maybe he is both a all around lover.
Maybe, maybe. I would love to know
We're
that
not gonna
too.
box him
Maybe,
into the top category.
maybe.
We
Kesey,
love
if you put
we
foot
love
in his feelings
diversity.
too, I ain't got no issues with that, friend.
We are trying to be
You know,
monetized. Damn it.
I politically correctly said it.
yeah, he's
Child,
absolutely
I'm not
right.
gonna make no money off this video. No way. You already know that.
I'm
Do that,
enjoying
man.
myself.
One
This is
got
such a
good
lovely
people.
evening.
But now the scene that we all been waiting to talk about, the party.
Ooh, child.
Kiki, the first one to get there, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Then DeAndre's plus one got a history with Dior. Apparently, they used to talk. Next
That was
thing you know,
messy.
right?
Why he do
DeAndre
that?
extended the olive branch to Tedley. Then Jet, Trey, and Dior discussed DeAndre's shade towards Dior. And I guess DeAndre overheard what Dior was saying, and Dior stood in his shit.
He was like, I said.
I said what I
I said
said.
what I
Okay.
said.
Then Kesey came in with the shirt, said, I wasn't invited. Loved it. Loved it. That's
Me
some
too.
shit I do.
Me too.
It's my
Me
kind of
too.
petty. I like
That's
that.
my kind of
Yep,
petty right there.
I like that.
Then DeAndre was pissed. He was pissed. He called Kesey a nobody, and it led to a big old brawl. Now, the floor is open for everybody to say what they got to say about this scene here.
I'm with Tramel. What was the reason in him inviting Dior's ex lover or secretary, whatever she was supposed to be? What was the purpose of it?
I don't
What was
think
the
he knew
reason?
that, or if he did, miss.
No,
He
see,
knew.
that's how you know it was messy. And I tried not to do this, and I told you backstage that I wasn't gonna do it, but I can't hold it in. This is what gets me, and I don't understand how you invite a man that you know was messing with this young man once upon a time, and they spoke to each other. He was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? How you been?" Blah blah blah. They sit down. Now, if it was not messy for you to bring that person there for ulterior motives, why would you sit up there and ask that man, what was y'all relationship like? All these questions about y'all dating for what, how long? What was this? And what was that? How do y'all feel about this? And he was just like, pump your brakes, sister. It ain't even that type of party. I just happened to see my friend that I used to talk to back in the day. What you trying to do? Scene.
Wait a minute. Damn, they left. Jamal, don't be sneaking people up here.
What?
Because I know this was your doing, but they gone now. So I don't know where they went.
Who?
Didn't do nothing. See how I get thrown in step?
Child, who
I-
else? First of all, it was Dominique. So
Where my Dominique Nick at?
Dominique came and went. I don't know where he went. I was about to add him on. He left. But I agree with Tramel and T. I definitely feel as though it was messy.
Very.
Very.
He knew what he was doing
Absolutely.
when he invited that man to that party. He
And
did
it didn't
that,
work.
and it didn't
And he
work
had to make some extra shit up. That's what's so
because I feel like this, because Trey said that Kesey and Dior was fooling around. I feel like that's the reason why DeAndre decided, okay, well, I'm gonna bring somebody up here that got a pass with Dior so I can get some shit going. That's what I think.
And then let me tell you, I love Trey Howard. Trey Howard is one of my favorite people this season because when they was talking about that shade that DeAndre said about Dior, and Dior came over, and DeAndre came over and Dior stood his ground, and he was screaming in the corner. I'm like, that would be me because it's like, bitch, ooh.
he turned around full blown in that chair. He said, "Woo!"
It was so good.
That was some shit I would have did too. I ain't even hold.
Why did they give Trey Howard a Soldier Boy confessional?
I know.
Dad. God, I hope.
When they said, "We don't know you."
We don't know you. That
But
damn
did Trey
Dario,
Howard
baby.
tell one single lie though? He didn't tell not one lie. We
He's
know
like, "We knew
Kesey.
Kesey
We
before
don't
we
know
knew
you, friend.
Child.
Kesey nobody."
Child, all we know is you asked Oliver for $14,000 and he was like, "What?"
He asked for 30. He asked for 30.
I thought he asked for 15K.
Oliver said he would give him 15.
Oh, he asked for 30.
But this is the worst part about that. Makes DeAndre much worse.
Not
is
much worse.
Not only did you lose this battle, this was this was an L. Okay, you took an L tonight. You take an additional L because as you was getting your ass whooped, you had your good homegirl come and jump the man that you was fighting.
Mhm.
And then it's like, and this is why we stand Astro in this house.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh no, not on my good sis, not on this day, we're not gonna jump. Not today. And he went to da. Baby, and I saw he was really for a half a second. You see, Kesey was in the middle doing this on Andre, doing that up on old boy. I was like, you bet.
Yeah, he was double teaming both of them. How you jump somebody and y'all both get beat up?
That's what I'm saying. He giving a little bit of Megan from Bad Girls Club at the same damn time. Okay.
Bury that energy.
The only good thing you did in that scene, DeAndre, was rip that shirt off because I got to see all the Kesey body in there. Just like, oh my God. I would have let it in the middle of that. Like, stop. You can't fight him, Kesey. Quit.
What you gonna do?
That
You
would have
gonna
been
be like,
I'd have let it
"Stop.
right there and there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lord, I wish it would have been me.
You want to be
Child,
security?
that tight
They
ass
hiring
sissy that you
security.
go out with you. Child. But listen, it was people in the comments though that was calling out Dior in that moment because, like I said before this, people felt like Dior should have had the same energy that Astro had for Kesey. Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know, I don't think Dior
I feel like he probably was really feeling maybe he was high or something. Maybe he was just a little high and he was just trying to collect his thoughts and stuff. Because when the stuff started happening, it was like he was moving kind of slow. Like his reaction was a little off. So he probably had hit him a little joint before he got there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So he was chilling.
He probably was trying to just, separate nobody, not really trying to get like into the shit, just kind of pull people away.
But Astro was like, fuck that separating. We
I'm about to say, I hear you, but I mean, if I'm in the club with Scotty or Jamar and I see y'all hemmed up in the corner, oh my God, it's finna be a table, a bottle, a chair, the DJ sound booth, something finna get her around there. Cause that's my homie, and that we not doing that.
But
you
it's
know what
also
so it's like I get
it's Trey Howard's house too, so maybe he was just not wanting to tear up the young man's house.
True.
That's true. I can give you that.
True.
It's a lot of factors
Trey
to
Howard,
go.
it's your fault for having them people down to your house with all of this
Being messy.
Trey Howard.
That's what happens when you're being messy now. Your house get tore up.
Baby, because they tore it up in there.
They not.
Even they got tore up so bad. Even that man, that add-on man who got a little confessional in there, he got a whole lot of camera time yelling and screaming. I was like, oh sir. He said, if y'all hit me, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was kind of confused by all that, and I like Lundy or whatever, but I was very confused by all that. I just felt like
he was mad like he got hit for real. I'm like, sir,
anybody gonna hit me? Because I guess it was a combination of, look, if y'all can do what y'all want, but if anybody hit me, it's gonna be a different story. And I don't really feel like we should be doing all that because we're supposed to be grown and all this other stuff.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. But child, it just felt the way it was edited together. It was like, did he really just go off like that for that long?
Yeah, but I was
they,
sitting in the
they
room.
shouldn't have did that man like that.
I was sitting up in my bed like I don't give a damn what he talking about. Astro did what Astro needed to do, and that was to jump up in that fucking fight. Cause I mean, I cannot picture myself watching and one of y'all in a fight and somebody jump in and I'm just standing there. No, if I got a drink in my hand, it's gonna get doused in your face or something. You can't.
Nah, you just say, oh, don't waste no alcohol. Take it to the head and then get.
But it was just so strange. Like he was acting like he had to go and leave the fight. It's just like you did this. That you orchestrated this whole shit.
But he got so pissed though. I say you really bothered DeAndre. Like the minute you saw Keisha, your entire attitude changed. Like completely bothered. And I'm like, nobody should ever have you in their headspace, friend.
He's a nobody. He's a nobody.
He was mad at Dior because he tried to check Dior. He thought Dior wasn't gonna say nothing, and then as soon as he got into that, Kesey walks in like,
"Hi,
I'm here." I swear to God, when he was like, "What did you just say?" Dior was like, "I said that you mad."
He did not give a fuck. Okay.
Why should he? Like
he said, and then he told him to stop talking to him. He said, "You need not say nothing else to me for the rest of the time that we here. You get this for the time that we sit here."
DeAndre. He got tasked the MF13 or the Vice Lords or the MOBs or something. Not that I know the gang life because I'm not a gang bang. I mean, my exes was or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The point of the matter is you better leave that damn man alone. And he's from Memphis, all of the ish that's going on in Memphis. Leave that man alone, DeAndre. Leave him alone. Leave that man alone, DeAndre. I'm for real. Because he's from Memphis. Leave that damn man alone.
Because he really got beat. He really got beat the fuck up tonight. He really did. Like, it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And then it was so crazy to me because some people were saying, well, Astro really ain't got no problem with DeAndre. He don't got no problem with DeAndre. He just sees DeAndre for what he is.
Right. It's like, so you're gonna uninvite Kesey because he didn't give you no play? Like,
right. Like,
just all this shit. They saying what we're all thinking.
Basically.
And then you and your friend think y'all gonna jump my good homeboy? Absolutely not.
That we are studio brothers. We went to the studio together.
Okay.
That brings
absolutely not.
Well, the only thing that I could say about this episode was that it was damn good.
Very.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the next one. I wish I was up here with y'all next week to do it. Shut up. But what you gonna say, Jamar?
But I understand you gonna be tagged.
Shut up.
I'm just wondering, you can't go live from where you gonna be at on vacation.
Well, because my plane leaves at 5 in the afternoon, and I'm not gonna make it to where I'm going until 11. So while y'all, doing the video, I may be still in Chicago at the layover. So
that's what we call them.
Shut up. Okay. Oh God, gotta cut some shit out. Anyway, what you finna say, Jamar?
In the preview of next week, you see Kesey still with his shirt off. He had we about to roll up on this thing. I said, "Oh Lord."
With his homeboys, leave that man alone, DeAndre. Leave him alone.
Woo!
And he get into it with Sean next week, huh?
Oh, baby, DeAndre gonna make his rounds, honey.
Oh, he making rounds to them people. All right. How many people got into it with so far? 2? Oh, 3?
He didn't got into it with Tedley. He didn't got into it with Kesey. Now Astro, because Astro got involved.
Oh, that's 4. He don't got into it with Dior too. So.
Then Dior. Now he's gonna get into it with Sean, and him and Sean gonna be into it for probably the rest of the season because I seen them going at it a lot in the trail.
In this little ass section.
Now Sean ain't scared because Sean already see that bitch can't fight. So and this about to be another Natalie situation. You about to be another Chinely Nunn. You could be the Chinely Nunn of this thing, DeAndre. You got all that mouth and can't fight, friend. That's exactly what this gonna be. I can't wait.
It was him walking up to an ass whooping for me.
You know, like
Why you walking
it
to
was
an ass
after. Now that I think about it, like he walked up and he had all this energy for Kesey and then was ready to fight. But then when it came to Sean was giving you that some few good reads. Now you was like, I want to walk away from the city. Now you want to walk away. Now you want to
Oh,
walk
now
away.
you want to walk away. Yes, God. Shout out to Mika Brown.
Run up on Sean
I'm
the same
full.
way he was running up on Kesey.
Child. The girls know who to try.
They do.
Y'all
Well,
think Sean fight better than Kesey?
Ooh,
Y'all think Sean fight better
Probably.
than Kesey?
I mean, Sean
Probably.
has eyes on him.
Yeah, probably. He already looked like Blade.
It's more
Shaft.
even
What's the name of that?
Sean and DeAndre than it is Kesey and DeAndre.
you know what? I enjoyed doing this review with you guys.
So nice.
Next week, they'll be over on T's platform. Tomorrow, we'll be interviewing Kesey. Me and Jamar
Right
will.
there.
And we're gonna be guest interviewees from the comment section. Hello.
Okay, period.
I have my own set of
Period.
questions.
I'm gonna be throwing my drawers from the comment section, Keith.
Oh my goodness.
Not the little pink panties emoji.
Oh my God. Thank you all. And we're out of here. Next one.